What's up, everybody? For this video, I want to review the toy version of the Sword of Kells. Now, the Sword of Kells was the weapon of the Mystic Knight of Fire, Rohan, the leader of the Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog. Now, side note, along with this, there were two other toy versions of weapons from the show made. There was the Dragon's Breath Dagger, which they carried on their sides that they could use to summon Pyre, the Fire Dragon of Dare. The next one was the Battle Gauntlet that all the Mystic Knights carried on their wrists that they could actually shoot like a blast from. So this sword was released in the fall of 1998 and it retailed for about $14.99. Fun side fact, before Rohan actually had the official Sword of Kells that you see, he had a different sword that looked like this. And then it wasn't until the Mystic Knights all completed their challenges from King Finvara that they received their actual mystic weapons. And then Rohan was instructed to then place his sword on a stone, and then King Finvara transformed that sword into the now official Sword of Kells. Now, the Sword of Kells had a lot of abilities. The main one would be Rohan would hold it above his head and say, "Fire within me," and that's what would allow him to wear his armor. On top of that, it was able to do a lot of different abilities with fire. And another one, towards the end of the series, Rohan gained the ability to have Battle Fury armor, and he would hold the sword like this, and it would allow him to don his Battle Fury armor. So now a lot of the details on the sword, I mean, it is obviously a lot smaller than the actual, Sword of Kells, because I mean, it is a kid's toy, but it does have a lot of like really gorgeous looking detail on it. A lot of good reds, golds, blues, even the foam part of the blade is detailed really well. Now the blade itself, yeah, it's foam, but it is a little bendy. I mean, I wouldn't go out and try and fight people with it because it's probably going to not stand up very well. But I mean, looks wise and detail wise, it's really nice. I mean, you could probably cosplay with it, but like I said, definitely not any fighting. So here are the instructions that it comes with. Now it does make some sounds and have some lights. So on the back, you do have a little port right there. It just takes a little Phillips. This comes off, and it just takes two AA batteries. And you've got a little on and off switch right there. Switch that on, and you have two buttons. Each one just makes a different sound. So obviously every time you press the button, you have a little light that kind of flashes. So you've got kind of a, I don't know, you can say a blade sound. And then it sounds like a lion. I'm assuming it's supposed to be a dragon. I mean, I think it would be cooler if it did have some sort of, sound effect from the show, like when Rohan actually transforms. I mean, it's still pretty cool. And the back end does come off. I mean, there isn't really a purpose for that. It's just, I think it's just when it comes in the box. This is just not on there, so they have you just stick it on. Now, I think one of the best parts is actually the box, because it has a lot of just really good looking artwork on it. All right, guys. Well, that was my review of the toy version of the Sword of Kells from the Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog. Thanks for watching. Until next time, may Dagda protect you.